in Texoma in the special, the 12 Days of Trekmas. This is day 11. One more to go. Well, one. That was two fingers. One. Today we are going to look at yet another version of the Enterprise. Actually, it's a twofer kind of day. We're still checking out all the different Hallmark ornaments. You know, some people call them Christmas ornaments, some people call them holiday ornaments. Whatever floats your boat. I mean, you know, to me, the ships are awesome little collectibles. That's why I get them every year. I think they're cool as heck. They're just awesome. And I'm sure y'all have figured out by now that for each video, if I have the appropriate uniform, or like this, it's not a full uniform, it's the closest I'll get at the moment to getting a Monster Maroon. It's one of those jackets that were available on Wish and AliExpress and all those other type of websites. You can find them for pretty cheap. But this is the closest for now that I will probably get to actually having a Monster Maroon. So, with that, you see the uniform or style of uniform that I'm wearing. So I'm sure you have a pretty good idea of which Enterprise or Enterprises that I'll be talking about in this video. Now I'm going to start kind of out of order here with what I feel is the weaker ship in this line of the Hallmark holiday ornaments. Just in comparison of these two that I have, the one I start with I feel is going to be the weaker representation. And that, unfortunately, is the 2005 USS Enterprise A model in the Holiday Ornament Collection. The reason that I am giving the A weaker rating in my personal ratings, now don't get me wrong, the refit Constitution is an awesome ship. My copy, personally, seems that when they were assembling it, they didn't put the nacelles on perfectly straight. You can see right there one kind of angles downward a little bit. As far as the sculpt work, it's awesome. The detail that they've got painted in there, again, awesome, very cool. My main issue with this version of the refit Constitution class, that registry just does not look right. It does not look like the correct font for it at all. It looks like they just kind of forgot what it's supposed to look like and said, oh, it's supposed to say Enterprise. It's supposed to say NCC 1701A. And we got to put that on there somewhere. It's just plain. And I don't remember this Enterprise having such a plain registry like that. I may be wrong. It's been a little while since I've watched the movies with this Enterprise, so you know, it may be really that plain. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I just like the little ships. What can I say? I like ships. But as far as everything else aside from the font, it's really nicely detailed. You can see, well, you can't really read it because it looks like the camera's having issues trying to focus on it, but it's got the registry on the back of the warp nacelle. It's got, if I had the batteries in, the nacelles would light up, the deflector dish would light up. I believe either the impulse engines would light up or the dot thing on the back there. I don't put the batteries in these because I don't really have a good place to display them. So, you know, it's kind of pointless at the moment for me. One of these days when I actually get set up and I get my own house and I can have these ships out on display all year round, you know, then I'll put the batteries in and play with them and get all the lights and everything like that. Now, I said this is a twofer, so next up we have the version of the Enterprise that came out about 14 years later. This was an 05 version of the refit Constitution. This is the 2019 motion picture refit Constitution 1701, the original Enterprise in its refit status. And, you know, as you can see from the boxes, both ships, of course, being the refit Constitution, look pretty much darn similar. The difference is with this refit Constitution, in my opinion, this is the superior of these ornaments, because in my opinion, that is the correct font. That is more movie accurate in how it looks on the ship. It's got it right there on the bottom of the saucer also. It has that bold black lettering with a red outline around it. Like I say, this is what I remember from the movies as opposed to the other one with it just being the bold black lettering. I could be wrong. It's a nitpicker thing, you know. This is still a beautiful ship, so is the other one. This one also, you can see, has all the detailing with the, of course you can't read it, but NCC 1701 right on the back of the nacelles. It's got the, what I call the little Starfleet racing stripe. It's got the blue thing there. I don't know what that is. I haven't looked up the technical manual on it in a long time, so please forgive me. But it's a very, very nice representation of the refit Enterprise. Again, this one, I don't put the batteries in it, but it would have the nacelles light up. On this one, the impulse engines are painted, so those won't light up. But the main deflector would light up. I think that's it. Honestly, like I said, I've never put the batteries in. Another reason that, in my opinion, the 2019 motion picture Enterprise wins over the 2005 refit Constitution is size. Let me turn these this way for a moment. As you can see, the refit Constitution is a smaller ship that they made than the refit Constitution original Enterprise. You can see here, holding them upside down, that the engines are slightly smaller The saucer is smaller. The whole ship is smaller. And this is the one that came out first. Then we got the enlarged version. Again, I mean, these are both amazingly detailed. For the price that Hallmark ornaments are, I mean, this is crazy detailed. These are super cool. This one wins, in my opinion, out of these two. Again, one of these days, I hope to have my own place where I can have these out on display year-round, because it's a shame, in my opinion, to have so much artwork like this, packed away. Unfortunately, I live in a tiny house that I rent, so I don't have room to properly display all of my collectibles. And again, like I said, these ships are not in scale with each other. Hallmark ornaments are not in scale with each other. So if that is a major issue, excuse me, don't know why I'm getting tongue-tied. If scale is a major issue for you, these are not the collectibles for you. If you just want awesome little representations of some of your favorite Star Trek starships, get them. In my opinion, I believe they go for about $32 to $35 these days, brand new. You might be able to find them cheaper than that in thrift stores, in antique shops, stuff like that. They might be more expensive depending on where you live and what the market says about stuff. But if you just want a collection of cool ships, definitely run out and get them. I think that's it for this episode. Again, I'm doing these kind of different than I normally film things. I wanted a specific focus for the video for the 12th day of Christmas, or Trekmas, I'm sorry. So that episode I filmed first, and this is actually the second episode that I'm filming, although it's the next to the last one. So bear with me if I get a little twisted and frazzled. Hope y'all enjoy it. See you back for the next episode, or I'll see you before this one or something. Leave your comments down below, likes, all that kind of fun stuff, and y'all have a good one. Bye.